Okay, YouTubers, this is Joe from ArtAlienTV. Another quick game of interplanetary I Spy going on here. Back to Mars, back to Gale Crater, yet again. And we have this image, which was pointed out or spotted by Steve Bolden, who's a member of my Mars Magazine page on Facebook, ArtAlienTV Mars Magazine. So if you're not a member, come along, it's completely free. And you'll often see these things first, before you see them on YouTube or anywhere else, or in the newspapers. So check it out. This is an interesting find, this one, and you can see some of the comments here. You know, looks like a Klingon bird of prey, looks mechanical, that kind of thing. Interesting find, and people are sort of trying to figure out what this is. There's also a comment here which is cool by Neville Thompson, who's pointed out that it's actually in two photographs. Well, it's not in two photographs. It's only in one photograph taken at the same time as another. Now, on this particular sol, which is 1940, which isn't that long ago, the Hazcam took this image here, and we have this object just there, okay? Now, you can't see a lot of it here, so I'll show you a close-up in a second. So whatever this was moving extremely quickly for it not to show up in this image, because this one was taken at the same time. Now, the question is whether it was taken at exactly the same time, because it says here, 20th of the 1st, 2018 it was taken, for 14:57 and 11 seconds, right? So that's the left one with the UFO in it, and the right one, let's look at the time down here, exactly the same time and date, so 14:57 and 11 seconds, so that is the same time. Now, are the images actually taken at exactly the same time? Because there's only one sensor for the camera. I actually think that they were probably taken a few milliseconds apart, okay? Because cameras don't generally take two images at once. Stereo cameras can, but you know, they're two separate images. They're taken sort of almost exactly the same time, less, obviously a lot less than the second. So when we say they're taken at the same time, yeah, it depends on how you measure the time. But whatever you believe about that, the fact is, it's not in both images. It's in this one, taken on the left. Now, is it possible that it could have gone behind the arm here? Could it actually be there, behind the arm? Or has it shot completely over to the left here? Or did it go this way, out of shot? Did it go over here and go behind this part of the rover here? It could have done. It could be behind this thing. It could have shot that way. So it wouldn't have actually had to have moved that far for it to go out of shot in the right image here. So don't really know, that's pure speculation. Let me show you the close-ups here before we go any further. So yeah, it's a great find by Steve Bolden, this. I've done a little montage here showing the raw image, which is this, a clip of the raw image, and an enlarged, enhanced clip. Now, that's only just a real basic brightness and contrast adjustment there, okay? As you can see, the details match. If we zoom into that, okay, if you look at the shape of that and then look at this, it does match up. Of course, it's out of focus and it's blurred. Is this motion blur we're seeing here? It could well be. Now, of course, Mars isn't supposed to have any life on it, or at least that's what we've been told. Although they've never actually said that directly. They just said NASA have said they haven't found any evidence of it yet, but they're probably lying about that. Who knows? But it's a strange thing, and some people on the site have said, oh, it looks like a bird, some say it looks like a Klingon warship or something. It does kind of look a bit like that, to be honest. But to me, it kind of looks like, not like a bird, but like something mechanical, because it's got this very straight part to it here. That is perfectly straight. Then you have a kind of thicker part here, and when you turn the brightness up, you've got these lighter bits around the outside. So this is a three-dimensional object. It's not just a flat piece of something, like a piece of paper or leaf or something like that. So whatever it is, it's interesting because there's not supposed to be any organic material on the surface like leaves that can blow around. And dust particles generally are kind of little grains, sort of randomly shaped little grains, almost like grains of sand, but smaller. So what could it be? Is it a bird? I don't know. I don't think it is. I have done a lot of pictures of birds. I used to, as well as being a portrait artist and doing a bit of sculpture and stuff, I used to do bird portraits and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it looks interesting. It's very straight here. I've got a larger part here and a kind of big fat bit here, kind of hanging down off of it here. What the hell is it? Bird? Insect? Is it some kind of drone? Aircraft or something like that? A small drone that's buzzing around? We do have insect drones now on Earth, which are kind of like dragonflies and beetles and that kind of thing, which are used for surveillance and stuff like that. The military are using them already and have had them for quite some time. And they're getting really quite small, some of these, about an inch or two in size. This may be quite small. It's actually really hard to say how big this thing is. Here's the raw clip of that. Now, this has been enlarged, but it hasn't been enhanced in any way. This is just a straight clip, and I've enlarged it. And when you go in, there isn't a great deal of detail there because it's small and out of focus. But you can see, I'll show you what I did. I generally go in quite hard with the contrast, like that. Brightness up 35, contrast 25. And there you have it. And sometimes I brighten it even more, or use the clarify tool, just to bring it out a bit more. Sometimes that, but that tends to give it a bit of a halo, which is not always what you want. So what is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's odd, and it's probably moving fairly quickly, I'd say, for it to go out of frame. But the frame size is it's only a sort of 5 degree field of view or something like that. So the frame, the actual amount of background or area you see in these images isn't huge. This is actually quite a narrow field of view. So it wouldn't take long for this thing to buzz off this way or buzz off that way. So there we are. It would have to have done it in less than probably about a tenth of a second, because that's probably how far apart the images were taken. So it must have been done pretty quickly. But like I said, it could be just a kind of leaf or something. Now we're told that there aren't any plants on Mars, but there are. I've seen, I've got many examples of things like mushrooms and moss and lichen and that kind of thing growing on these rocks. And this is one thing that NASA know about but won't admit, of course, because there's not supposed to be anything there. So this could actually be a leaf or something like that. But to me, when you look at it close up, it kind of looks mechanical. I mean, this is too straight to be a leaf. That is a very straight edge. If you can see how sharp that straight edge is there, and you've got a thicker part here. So who knows? Answers on the postcard, guys. What do you think? Is it a bird? Is it a UFO? Some kind of spaceship? Probably not. But a UFO it is, because we can't positively identify what it is. So it's definitely a UFO. And that's what UFOs are. So leave a comment below, let me know what you think. And by the way, if you haven't got it already, I've been updating my mobile app. Now you can get this for Android and iPhone and that kind of thing. You can also have it on your tablet or desktop, well, I've got it here. And if you want to download that, you can just go on my channel and press the app icon there, and that will take you to the download page, and then you choose which one you want, and take it from there, okay? So, and if you have any suggestions about what you would like on the app, I can update it fairly quickly, within a sort of half an hour. If there's any websites you'd like research sites you'd like to go on that aren't on here, there are a lot on here already. Mostly NASA and European Space Agency stuff. There's about 30 on here. But I do update it occasionally, about twice a year, and then add any new missions that are coming up. The new 2020 rover will be on here as well when that's up and running, but that's a while yet. If you want to check out the camera specs of the rover, I've got this page here. There'll be a link to that below as well. So, but you can actually link to this via any of the descriptions on my videos. They all have a link to the ArtAlienTV app download page as well. So if you're not on my channel and you're just looking at something, you don't have to get it from here. You can just go to the descriptions, or you could go to my about page and it will be here as well. Okay, you can actually get the link from here, the free ArtAlienTV space app. So let me know if there's any sites you want on here, and I will put them on there. And that's it really. The UFO thing, obviously spotted by Steve Bolden. A really cool find actually, because it sparked some interesting conversations here. And we don't really know what it is, but that's the beauty of this. It's all about the speculation really. There we are. What is it? Leave your witticisms and comments below. Thanks for watching everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share it on social media. See you soon.